Jackie boy, you want to talk to the camera? Hello? Hello? Yeah? Hello? He pushed me out the door. What do you like? Can we talk to the camera now? Here it is.
Retro renovations do not go away.
Hi, welcome back to Retro Renovations. So you're probably wondering where we've been for a week. Well, I've been absolutely full of head cold. Peggy's been a trooper, she's been getting on with work, loads of work. So we're in the cab, and what we're going to do today is fit an inline fuel pump. Now it comes with fuel pipe either ends. I've had to put this together. It doesn't come complete, but it's not difficult. You just fold it together, and the fuel lines are a different size to what I've got. There's my carburetor. That's the in one, and the one to the carburetor. Now I'm going to try and put this up here, and I'm going to try and run alive off of the coil. So when I turn the ignition, this comes alive, and we'll see how we get on. This is the only one, I got this from a classic part supplier, that is suitable for carburetors. Most of the fuel pumps that you can buy on sites such as eBay, online, are mainly for injection, so they push too much. And this is what happened. We took a fuel pump that we had on site, put into this, and it literally just flooded the carburetor. So this one's designed for carburetors. We're going to put it in situ and see what happens. Right, what you can see now, that's the fuel line coming in. We've stepped it down using for a fuel filter, so from the tank into a fuel filter, and they have arrows on showing the direction of the fuel. Then we've got into the fuel pump. Then to step it down again, obviously I won't kink it, but to step it down, step it up again, sorry. I've gone through another fuel filter, which it won't hurt, it's fine. And then to another carburetor. I've run out of Jubilee clips, so today I'm just going to see if it runs, and obviously if it's successful, then I'll buy a whole load of new Jubilee clips. Yeah, so what I'm doing now, this has a negative, a positive and a negative. I've got some extra cable, and I'm just, because they don't really give you very much length, so I'm just gonna extend these now using the crimps. So back in a mo. Right, so what we've done now, I've put a joiner in, a length of 12 volt cable, another joiner in, and this is the end connector that I'm going to put on the coil, and then on the negative joiner to extend the cable, and then I've put a circle one which I'm going to put on there. And as you'll see, there's an original wire coming across, and it's obviously had a break at some point, and someone's just tacked that on there. So I'm going to take that off and replace that as well now, and take both off, put the earth on, and that'll be that, both of those done. Right, the pump is in, just laying in situ at the minute. The earth is on. Believe it or not, I tried pulling that off and it's on there really tight. They've crimped it from the other side, so that's good. So I've put mine on and bolted it down above it. And just over there you can see the red cable which is going off to the coil. coming across. I'll tidy this up in a bit. We just want to see if it works first. So let's go and get a battery and cross fingers, eh? Right, Jack will go mad in a minute because if he's not in the cab, he goes crazy. And I've tried getting him in the cab, but he's not interested in it. So I'm just going to put you behind the steering wheel a minute. Right, to start with, we've got an air blockage, so I'm just going to, the pump is working, so I've just took the fuel hose off, that's here. And I'm just going to get a container and we're going to try and bleed it through a minute. Right, let's bled it. I'm going to need to tidy up the pipes a bit. It's kinked and it needs that, but let's see, eh? Moment of truth. She lives. And the carburetor is pouring out. So she runs, but the carburetor is leaking. Let me show you. So there's the carburetor. I'm going to put my foot on the throttle as well now. So yeah, we got it running, but we need to sort the carburetor out. I don't think you can buy the gaskets for these carburetors, so now I'm off to do some research and see what gaskets I can get. And it looks like I'm going to have to make a gasket of some sort. But she runs. It's a start, isn't it? So I've had a look online and there are certain gaskets available, but I need to see the shape of it. So I've undone those four, but they are what holds the carburetor together, so that's that. So now, and I've undone that piece. I've taken the fuel lines back off. Other than that one, I'll do that in a minute. I'm just undoing these four to lift the carburetor now. Gasket sealant in there as well. I'll leave that gasket inside. I mustn't get them mixed up. That's the return one. I'll leave him in there for a minute. And we've got cable that goes down there. He's disconnected. That goes to that one, and we've got one that goes over here. Put him in there so we know. And we've got one wire down here, which I'll leave like that in situ. There we go, one carburetor. As you can now see, I've taken the carburetor off. It's here. I've semi-separated the sections. I don't know what holds it together, I'll find out, but it does have underneath, I'll let the camera see, Peerberg (2B). There you go, Peerberg 2B. So thanks for sharing that with me. I'm really sorry it's probably really shaky. I mean, I'm filming it as we're doing it. I'm going to leave the carburetor there now. We know it's a Peerberg 2B. we know it needs a central gasket. So that's the next mission. I'm going to get this gasket fitted, well, trace it down, find it, and go from there. Join you in the next one.